Now, the person who took it the furthest was,
Back
I ain't gonna lie, Slim Thug wilded out. Listen to Slim Thug.
and getting Bill Cosby, coming back and getting puffed. I don't believe in that, man. When shit go down, speak on that shit right then, or it's out of it. It should be null and void. You shouldn't even have no type of nothing. You shouldn't be able to do shit unless you let the people know what happened immediately. There should be a time limit on this shit. What happened was you got around them stand up on love shit. This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you what always happened, right? You was with a billionaire with all this bread all this time, and then you went followed your heart to with a trainer. That motherfucking apartment got smiled in the bitch. That lifestyle felt.
Uh, this is where I gotta like stop Slim Thug. Don't you believe if what she's saying maybe wasn't true, she wouldn't have left Diddy and ran to another nigga who was 100 times broker and she had a kid with him within like 6 months? If what you're saying is true, it sounds like she would have been signing up to stay on the billionaire train, even if she got demoted from main girl to side chick. She ran for the hills. And the first nigga she found, she let that nigga give her like 3 babies. I understand when sometimes when the pockets start getting thin. And by the way, that might be part of it too. That might be part of it. But it don't look like she's having buyer's remorse on some damn I shouldn't have left Diddy. It looked like she's happy she left the nigga. Cause she done had a family with this new nigga. Now, does she still want money? Of course. Who doesn't?
Off now it's struggle time, the love wearing off, and now you trying to come up with ways to figure out how to get paid. Now I'm healed and I can talk about it. I want to expose niggas in my books. You did that. You participated. You ain't say for nothing. You did that. So stand on that, man. Quit trying to expose people for money. Like, what the nah, that apartment got small. You and that dude you left for love. You let your homegirls hype you up when you was with him. You let them homegirls hype you up to tell you, girl, he treating you bad. He cheating on you. He messing with them back and getting Bill Cosby.
Okay. Now let me add a little insight to that. As much as I feel like we're envisioning some heinous like Diddy got like some crazy type of sex cult, weird fetish type shit going on. But I am gonna say this, and y'all tell me if I'm tweaking. By the way, I'm not saying it makes it right or make it wrong. Is there a world? Let me not even state it definitively. Let me ask you a question. Cassie was with Diddy from like '05 to like 2017, over a decade, maybe even a little bit more, right? Is there a world where all these freak offs that she describes, and she says they were so mentally draining, they were so horrifying? Is there a world that maybe wasn't her favorite thing to do, but she did like doing it because either whether she was trying to please him or that was their lifestyle, and it was one of those things where after the situation ends where you leave with nothing, you kind of like, damn, I gave this nigga every fantasy he ever wanted, and I walked away empty handed, no baby, no ring, no nothing. Is it possible? Because again, I'm just asking this question. Because when I read her words, she felt like I had to be intoxicated to even participate in these things. But if you really read what she was saying and how often Diddy brought it up, and it's our secret, it sounds like maybe Diddy, unless again we could just assume Diddy's just a fucking really weird, evil predator, but maybe Diddy thought they both like that shit. Do you get what I mean? April Fall says she was abused. Stop. I'm not saying she wasn't abused. I'm not saying you see this is why you gotta understand the nuance of my argument. My argument isn't about if she was abused. My argument is that was some of these things that she described, right? Maybe at least initially she was open to it. Obviously, she's basically claiming that Diddy forced certain things and pressured certain things. But are we to assume that she was vehemently just against all of this? Again, I'm here for whatever way you go with. But 12 years of doing a freak off. OVO Andre says, nah, let's not entertain this. Okay, all right. Listen, I'm only asking this question because we're not hearing Puff's side. So we almost have to kind of like, what could he say if, maybe he is guilty, but like maybe it isn't, even though this is not no brownie points, maybe it just isn't as bad as what we think it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just asking hypothetically. And I'm not saying, for example, I'm gonna give a random scenario. Okay, say a girl likes girls. She gets with a guy, but she likes girls too. The guy knows she likes girls. Okay, cool. He proposes like, yo, what we should do is a threesome. Cool. She's like, yeah, I've had threesomes before. They're fun. We could do them, right? She does it once, maybe she does it twice. She's cool with that. She has no problem. The guy who's so like sexually, he almost requires more and more, and he has this insatiable appetite for sex. He wants to have threesomes all the time, not just once or twice. Let's do it weekly. Let's do it 2 times a week. Shit, let's do it with 2 girls. So now it's a foursome. Oh, let's do it with other couple. Like he's now moving. I'm talking about how a lot of shit sometimes with kinkiness work, bro. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Snooze. I played that already. I played the leak 50 Cent audio where he said he sent him. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a chick who she might be into certain stuff, but then somebody else who kind of pressures her to do way more than she probably was even into. Because I like, again, I'm trying to wrap my mind around a woman who wasn't into Diddy at all. Okay, cool. She eventually, kind of falls for him because he's the boss, and a lot of that is definitely a way. There's a disparity among a power dynamic, which is definitely pressuring. I'm not denying that. But I'm wondering, I gotta imagine they've probably had regular sex the first time they had sex. How do you go from that to be like, yo, we're having a freak off with prostitutes in the corner? You know what I mean? I don't know. Or, and this is another thing too. I'm thinking out loud, people. I'm thinking out loud. It could have been the drugs. It could have been the drugs. Right? Like, maybe off the drugs, she's more sexually open to stuff, and maybe Diddy took advantage. Okay, I bet. So if I get off this ecstasy and ketamine, yeah, she'll, you know what I mean? She could dissociate the fact that she's not fucking somebody who she loves. And I, for whatever weird reason, like watching another nigga fuck her. Maybe it was the drugs. You know what I'm saying? It probably was the drugs, to be honest. Drugs and alcohol lowers anybody's inhibitions, but also for, you know, women, a lot of things that they think they wouldn't do, those things sometimes open the gateway for someone to kind of lure them into doing. You know? So maybe it was, okay, Diddy got this fast lifestyle, he's into mad drugs, he gets her on the drugs, now she's on the drugs, he's on some real freak boy shit. He's like, yo, shit, yeah, we could fuck regular tonight, but yo, let's do something different. She's like, all right. She's lit out of her fucking mind. She's like, let's do it, whatever. Now he has like 10 niggas coming in, donkey fucking her type shit. I don't know. Somebody said she can't say no. I think this conversation is bigger than no, right? It's not just like, oh, didn't she have free will? This conversation it definitely involves a power dynamic. You know what I mean? This is why they usually suggest that some, like a boss within any type of company don't sleep with the employees because, the sexual dynamic between those two is going to be altered by the fact that there's a power dynamic. Your Cassie, your boss who owns your record label, who's paying for every single thing in your life, wants to fuck you. At some point, you might feel the need to please him. You might feel you're being ungrateful by saying no. His lifestyle is A, where he's off mad drugs. You might feel if you're like, oh, nah, I don't do all that, like you're being prissy. I don't know. This is what it is. Thank you. Who just sent to $99? Thank you. Anything but the norm. Thank you for the 99. She says, I would like to thank you. You are the only one who are covering this news. I'm gonna send a super chat. I'm pretty sure that's super cheap. I can't even get you a cup of coffee, my nigga. But I'm glad to see you are alive and thank you. Stay alert. By the way, $100 definitely could give me a cup of coffee. So thank you, and I appreciate your donation. Absolutely. All right. First class says, yo, I had a girl, said she liked girls and threesomes. We had one, and then she blamed me. Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, there's so much... there's so much to unpack with this shit, man. There's so much to unpack. Anyway, Slim Thug said this. Shade Room started killing this nigga. And he followed up with a few more videos. Let me see if I can play them. Where's the videos? Come on. Where's the Slim Thug videos? He basically went back on live and doubled down. Hold on. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Okay, here we go.
You did that. All that. They were getting high with him, having fun with him, turning up with him.
Okay. Actually, let's go to Live Bites. Live Bites, I fuck with you. Here we go. Can I find it? Here we go. Oh, here we go. Thank you.
He's not guilty of all that. They were getting high with him, having fun with him, turning up with him. When they went broke, they started trying to do all this extra. Get the out of here, man. I ain't turning on my heroes over these old fake money grabs, man. Straight up like that. And make that go viral. I ain't turning on my heroes over these lame ass money grabs. Straight up like that. You ain't finna turn my heroes into motherfucking all this weird you turn people into trying to get some money. This is why women don't come forward. No, if somebody did something to you, women, come forward. Tell them then, though. You know what I'm saying? Tell them then. Or around that, go tell somebody you love. Tell your mama. Tell somebody, please. But when you waiting all this time and then you sue a nigga, you ain't go to the police, it sounds suspicious. It sounds fishy. Diddy is my hero. Get out, money. I'm talking about motherfucking.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he has a slight point, but we also got to know that there is a cycle of abuse. Um, I did hear that allegedly Cassie did have some restraining orders out on Diddy. I don't know if they made the news, but apparently she had taken out restraining orders on him, which could just be those could be the warning signs that there was a lot more shit going on that made her need to take those out.
Bill Cosby. I'm talking about black men who were successful. Yeah, I'm talking about who went got it from nothing. That's what I'm talking about. So you get off the groupie shit if you want to be a goofball. Yeah. Call the police if somebody did something to you, man. Call the police, man. Straight up like that. It don't take that. You call them talking about something happened in the 70s, man. Stop the cap, man. Stop the cap, man. We from the streets. We know scammers.
He's also talking about Bill Cosby, too. He thinks that the women who came out against Bill Cosby, they were basically lying after they were complicit years ago. He basically said that whatever drugs that we accuse Bill Cosby of drugging those women, that was the culture. Those women were enjoying it, turning up with him, partying with him. And now they see an opportunity to get some money. They're flipping. That's his opinion.
When we see them, man, we ain't lame. Bill Cosby is not guilty of all that. They were getting high with him, having fun.
Okay. Now, he came back around and apologized, I believe. Let me see if I can find that. Slim Thug apologizes. Here we go. Gotta go to today. Actually, here it is, I think.
That was my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, we don't agree on everything. I can still take you to Starbucks and buy you a drink, and we can sit down and chop it up. Like, I don't hate nobody. I don't even hate Cassie. It was just my opinion. I ain't wanted to go worldwide. I don't do this to ever be on social media, other pages. I just be talking to y'all, my people. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? I just on here every single day. I do this every single day. I just give y'all my opinion. That's it. I don't make nothing. I'm just speaking from, my seeing life and seeing what happens in life. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, like, but if I said something wrong, yeah, correct me, say something, tell me. I'm here. I'm not running from nobody, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with a lot of people on a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, we don't gotta agree on everything to have a conversation. I ain't that small-minded, you know what I'm saying? So, to all
comment sections in general, because
all right, people pointed out that like, he got his cousin pregnant, so we can't listen to a nigga who getting his cousin pregnant.